Okay, here we go. All right, so you guys might remember in our session from last time, I showed you how our photographers have little portfolios set up on our site. They're just very simple, basic. It's really just a collection of their best pictures. So if an agent comes in and wants to book a shoot and they don't know any of the photographers, they can quickly look at some samples of your work just so they can go, oh, these look great. Okay, I'm going to book this guy. So that's basically what we're going to do today. I'm just going to show you how to do that. So just quickly, everyone can see my screen here. We're in my account on my home page. I'm just going to quickly go into photo shoots as though I'm going to order a photo shoot, and just to quickly show you a couple of the portfolios so you can see what they look like. Basically, what we have done, just to make things easier and to showcase our virtual tours, all of our photographers have just made their own virtual tour, only instead of showcasing a real estate listing, which is what an agent would use the tour for, they're going to show their actual photography. Okay, so if I was to order a photo shoot, here we go. Here are the photographers that service this area in Austin. So I've got David and Mark. You can see underneath them there's a little link that says View Portfolio. So if I click on Mark's link, it starts to play a virtual tour. And this is what the tour looks like that Mark has made. And it's loading the tour. And then once it starts to play the tour, we get full screen of his imagery. He's got music playing in the background and everything. I'm going to turn on, you guys can't hear the music because I've got a headset on, but trust me, it's there.
Jana,
Yep. Am I getting is this Paul?
yeah, it is. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I can't see anything. Can anybody else see it?
No, I
Everyone?
can't either.
Oh, you know
Sorry, I
what?
didn't want you to get too far into it.
No, you know why? Because I
They
think
just,
I didn't, something must have happened. My screen.
there you go.
We're back? Well,
Yep.
this should make for a good recording. Okay, well, anyway. Okay, so this is what the tour looks like. Actually, I'm going to start his tour again, just so you guys can see. Okay, so here we go. When an agent is ordering a photo shoot and they create the listing, you might remember that from last time, and then the available photographers show up on the next page. Everybody has a little link to view their portfolio. So just so you can see what it looks like, I'll click on Mark's link, and it opens up a virtual tour. And this is the virtual tour that Mark has made, and it's loading the tour, and then it will start to play the tour. Here we go. And I'm going to turn off the music. You guys can't hear it anyway, but that's okay. So you can see that he's just showcasing some of his best imagery for his portfolio, and he's added little captions at the bottom. So really, when you guys are making these portfolios, that's all you're really going to do is upload pictures that you want to showcase, and then you can add captions if you want. You don't have to. Mark has decided to do that. Okay. And then when the tour is over, we can look at the property details page. He doesn't really have much on this page. He's got a headshot. If he had a logo, he could put it here. He's got his name and his phone number and a showcase image. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys just quickly how to make one of these, and we can fill in a little bit more information than Mark has, but this is what the finished product looks like. And it's a virtual tour. Okay, so let's close that. So what you guys are going to do, you're going to log into your Realtor accounts, and under My Account, make sure you take the time to fill in some of this stuff. Fill in your name. You don't have to put your address in, but you can. Make sure that you have your phone number and stuff, because these things are going to show on that portfolio, okay? And then if you want to showcase your headshot, you don't have to, but if you want to showcase your headshot, you can. Just upload your headshot here. If you have your own logo and you want to showcase that, you can upload your logo right in here, okay? You just click on Upload Images, and it just uploads a little, it has to be a JPEG, has to be less than 6 megabytes, right? So those are the only rules with uploading images. So just take a few minutes and fill in your account, because some stuff will auto-populate into your portfolio. Okay. So we're ready to make our portfolios. Under Marketing Products, you're going to click on Virtual Tours, because what we're making is a virtual tour. Now, we don't already have a listing created or anything. We're starting completely from scratch. So you guys don't have anything in your accounts, which means you will bypass this page and go straight to Create Listing. You will bypass that page and come straight to this. So this is where we need to create. Yep.
Jana,
Yes.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
From the new photographer's perspective, that's not what they see.
I know.
When they click on that, they see the platinum, the gold, the silver, and the bronze.
They shouldn't see that first. What they should see is they should click on virtual tours and come straight to this page because you can't choose
No,
a tour package until you have a listing created.
no, no. What they're seeing first is the tour package.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, if you're seeing the tour package page first, which looks like this, what you're going to do is click on the platinum, this one right here. And you're not, it says $29.99, but don't worry. Once you guys have all of these created, I'm just gonna push them through. So you won't have to pay for them. We're pushing these through for you guys to use. So if you come to this page first, you're gonna select the platinum. There'll be like a little button that'll say add to cart at the bottom of this. You're gonna click on that, okay? I can't demo that because mine doesn't do that. Mine goes straight to create the listing. So the first thing you need to do is set up your listing in order to create the tour. Now this isn't a real listing because it's our portfolios. So we still have to fill in these 4 required fields, but we don't have to have a street address for a listing. What we can do is just call it, like for example, I'm going to call this Jana's portfolio. Okay? And then you can just use your home address, whatever you want. I'm just going to use Austin, Texas 78701. There we go. Now you get the continue button and now you can move to the next step. But what I would do here is you do have a little spot up here for a tagline. So if you want, you could type in type in a tagline if you have it. The best photographer in Austin, whatever you want to do. Also, there's room in here for what normally an agent would put in as a listing description where they'd write a paragraph describing the property. You guys can put in a little bio paragraph, and I just going to copy and paste a little bit of bio stuff that I got from an old photographer just to save me having to type anything, which we don't want to do. If you've ever seen me type, it's not pretty.
Paul, was that you that was asking me about that?
No, sir.
Okay.
Okay. So this is really all I need on this page, right? I don't need to fill in any of this stuff because it all pertains to a listing property. So I've got a little tagline. I've got my name. You had to fill in these 4 fields in order to move to the next step. And I've put in a little bit of bio text about myself. Now I can hit continue. Okay. So for me, I don't know why it's different for you guys. I'll have to log in and check that. For me, the next step is choosing the type of tour I want to do. I'm going to choose platinum, hit select. Okay. The next page, now remember, you're an agent. Normally this is set up for our agents. So our agents would choose between ordering a professional photo shoot or uploading their own photography. Because we're making a portfolio, we're going to upload our own photography. So I just click on upload my own photography. This now brings me into the back end of the virtual tour. And we have a navigation bar that runs across the top of the page. This navigation bar is set up so that people can jump around in the tour. If they don't want to go through each step one after the other, they can just upload their pictures and jump right to shopping cart if they want. So this is how it's set up, okay? So we're on the Manage Photos page. The kinds of images you guys can upload, regular photos, see these tabs? You can upload panos if you have them and want to showcase them. You can upload one video. If you have a video that maybe you want to use as a sample, or if it's a video about yourself or in your services, you can upload the video if you want as well. You're probably not going to upload floor plans, unless of course you offer floor plans and want to showcase some floor plans. Maybe it's a service you do. And then again, your headshots and logos, these are the same headshots and logos that we uploaded under my account. So for photos, I'm just going to upload a few photos so we can see how it looks and how it works. You just right here under upload images, we just click on this. And then on my desktop, wherever you guys have your images saved, I just have a folder on my desktop called images. I'm just going to grab, I don't want to do too many because these are pretty big. And
If you
these are
had
just samples.
aerials, if you had
Yeah.
aerials, you would upload those under photos.
Yeah. Yeah. Now these are just pictures that Mark Adams, whose portfolio we just saw, and they're pretty big. I should probably make them smaller for my demo purposes so we don't have to wait while they upload, but you can see them uploading right here. Okay. It's a very exciting process watching these upload.
Well, at least we're not on dial-up.
Oh my God. You remember dial-up? Oh my God.
I do,
I
I
do
do.
too. I do too.
Definitely.
We thought that was amazing. Okay, here we go. The last one. Okay, so once they're uploaded, we're going to see little thumbnails. Here we go. So here's the little thumbnails of all the pictures I've uploaded. Now, you can upload up to 60 images. I've uploaded 10, so I've got 50 left. 60 images is really overkill. It's too many. No agent is going to sit and watch a virtual tour that has 60 images in it, right? I mean, even if you were looking at a house, you don't really want to watch 60 images of a property. So I would recommend a minimum of 10 and maybe somewhere between 10 and 20, maybe I would think would be a nice collection of your images that the agent's going to want to take a look at. And a lot of agents are, they're busy people, they're in a hurry, they're going to meetings, they like to do things quickly. That's my experience working with agents. So, your first few images are going to be the most important. Those are the ones they're really going to want to see. Okay, so here we have our images. I don't know if I have a Pano sample here to upload. Oh, I do. Here's a panel. I'll just upload one panel just so you guys can see it. Okay, and when you upload a panel, there it is. You can choose the width, whether you want the tour to show the full 360. Okay. Oh, Steven says the audio is jumping in and out. Are you guys hearing me? Is everybody else hearing me?
I hear you fine.
Yeah, okay.
On the panos, do you have requests for ones that are live panos also?
Live panels? Mark, you'll have to answer
Yeah,
that. I don't know what that is.
where you actually where it shoots it in a live format and it actually looks like it's moving across the room. It starts at the point where you start to shoot
Yes.
and
Oh,
then
yes, yes.
okay,
Well, I don't know. I mean, when these play in the tour, it revolves around, so it looks like you're standing in
okay,
the room and the room is spinning around beside you.
okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. Mark is on mute here, so maybe he's on the phone, or maybe he's helping someone join the meeting. Um,
All right. Uh,
oh,
so
he's back.
here's my thing about panos. Okay, for people that shoot panos, you have to understand in order for it to be a 360, the first photo and the last photo have to overlap by half. Otherwise, you will get a line at the end of the photo. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
Okay. So just be aware of that. If you're shooting a 180, make sure you set that to 180. Otherwise, it will display automatically as a 360.
Okay. That's a good point. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Like I said, if you have a video, you can upload a video here. I'm not going to do it right now because depending on the video, it sometimes takes 30 minutes for it
It's
to
forever.
process. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but basically you would just click on upload video, find your video file, and it would upload. And once you've uploaded the video, there'll be a little tab or a little tick box over here where you can decide to start the tour with the video or start the tour with the still imagery. So you can choose that, okay? Alrighty, floor plans, we're not gonna do floor plans because this is our portfolio. Okay, so one other thing I want to explain to you guys. Right now, the imagery, the little thumbnails right here, I can move them around. The order that we see them in on this page is going to be the order that they play in the virtual tour, assuming I don't add captions. Okay, so let's assume we don't want to add captions. So then if I play my tour right now, this picture of the pool is going to play first. If this is
Hi,
not the
guys.
order, if this is not the order that I want these to play in, then I can click on these little thumbnails and move them around. Let's say that's my best picture. That's my showcase image. I want that to play first. The pool I can put at the end. Whoops. Oh, it doesn't want to do that. Interesting. Webinar always mucks everything up. But anyway, you get the idea. You can change the order of the pictures. You'll also notice that every picture has a little X on it. If you've uploaded a picture and you change your mind, oh, I don't want that picture, you can just delete it. Like let's say this picture of the bathroom, I've changed my mind, I don't want it, I can just delete it and it's gone. And then I can upload more if I want, okay? So you can change the order that they are right here and you can delete them, manage them right here. So as I mentioned, if we leave them as they are, this is the order they're going to play, okay? I'm going to jump now to basically we don't need to worry about map location because nobody's going to be, we're not showcasing a property. We're not showcasing a floor plan. We don't have a flyer, so we don't need to worry about these next 3 steps. Agent branding, we can do something on this page. This is where you can brand the tour with your headshot and your logo if you want. You don't have to. Remember we saw Mark's, he had a headshot of himself. If you want to show a headshot, go for it. Your headshots will show right in here, and you can drag and drop the one you want to use over. I have multiple headshots because I use these accounts for demos and stuff. But you guys might just have one headshot, in which case your one headshot will already be over here, auto-populated. If you have like, you know, let's say this is my logo, Remax, whatever, that's my logo. So I can show my headshot and my logo if I want. My contact information, my name, phone number, and email address. These have auto-populated from my account. That's why I started off the session by telling you guys that it's important to fill in your account. You can still edit it in here. These text fields are totally editable. So you could type, if you want to change it in here, you can. You can just put the appropriate phone number for yourself, the email you want people to contact you at. This is what's going to show on your portfolio. The only other thing you need to do on this page is you can select a player theme. It really just means a color scheme, a little skin that plays over top of the player. So we have our Real Tour colors, which is white and Real Tour blue, or we have gray, we have red. These colors were all chosen basically to match the most common real estate logos. So, I mean, we've got like the Remax, we've got the Century 21, you know. So, I mean, they're not necessarily, they might not match your logo, but hopefully there's one that works. I mean, Mark Adams, he just chose black to show off his pictures best. If that's what you want to do, you can choose black. I'm going to choose blue. Why not? Let's just say that matches my logo and my, whatever the look I'm going for is blue. So if you want, you can choose a player theme. That's all you do on this page. Headshot, logo, make sure your contact information is what you want, and then choose a color scheme. Okay, next up, creating captions. So this is optional. You don't have to create captions if you don't want. Your portfolio can just be imagery if you want. But as we saw with Mark's, he put a caption for all of his. So before you start with captions, you'll notice you get a little pop-up. It's telling me that you have to assign your photos to locations. So I'll explain what that means. So I hit continue. What the system means by locations are the most common rooms in a home. So remember, this software is designed for selling houses. It's not designed for us making portfolios, but we can tweak it so it all works that way, right? So the system automatically creates some standard locations right here that would be most suitable for a house. And then what an agent would do is drag and drop their images over into the appropriate locations. But what we can do if we want is we can change the names of these locations. So instead of front entrance, I could I can click on the little edit button, and then I can come in here and I could call this, you know, HDR photography, okay? And then just, oh, so I should spell that right. And then I would hit save. So now I have a location for HDR. And let's say this one I want to call Twilight Images, right? This one I want to call Aerials. And then let's just say these ones, I don't even want these ones. Delete, delete, delete. But if I want to create a new one that's just mine, I can click on create a new location and I can make a new one. And maybe this is, you know, interior shots. You guys can call these whatever you want. And if I want it now, if I want to change the order that these are in, because the order that these are in is the order they're going to play first in the tour, now that we're making captions. So let's say I wanted my Twilight images to be first. I would just click on this and drag it up to the top. So now my Twilight images are going to be first, followed by HDR, followed by aerials, followed by interior shots. All I do to get my imagery into the locations is drag and drop them over. Here's a Twilight shot. See how it's now showing up right in there? Here's another Twilight shot. Let's just assume that this is HDR. Let's drag these ones over. Let's just say these are HDR. Here's a couple aerials. So I just drag and drop all my pictures over, you know, to wherever I want them. And then these are my interior shots. Now you can have as many pictures as you want. Oh, and let's create a new one, call it Panos. And I'll drag my Pano shot into the Panos. And then here's a pool. Let's just call this, dump this into HDR. Doesn't matter. I'm just demoing. Okay, so now I've got Twilight, HDR, aerials, interior shots, panels. They've all got pictures in them. If I made a mistake, I can just see there's a little X, I can delete it. It doesn't delete the picture out of my entire account. It just moves it back over here. So if I want to drag it down here instead, I can. I'm going to drag it back here because it is a twilight shot. So that's all you have to do on this page is drag and drop your images over here into the locations. Now you don't have to have, you'll notice, I don't know if you noticed this, but I can show you again when this is over. On Mark's portfolio, he didn't have different locations like this. He had one location that he called Mark Adams Photography. And then he dragged every single picture into that one location so that when the tour played, every single picture said Mark Adams Photography. And then he added a little caption to each picture. This is really the title of your image. You're also going to add some caption text. So you can do it whichever way makes the most sense for you. So let me just show you. When we're ready to create our captions, we're going to click on Create Captions. The next page, we still have our little locations or our titles. We've got our images. Here's the image a little bit bigger in the middle, and there's a text field. So I can type in whatever kind of caption I want to put in. You know, obviously you don't want your captions to be too long because the pictures only show on the screen, you know, for like a couple seconds. Beautiful twilight, I don't know, imagery. You know, like whatever you want to highlight to clients so that they notice, oh, right, it does look beautiful in the twilight, you know. Next image, you want to do a caption for your next image, you can. Here's the next image. Notice the highlights of the sunset. You know, whatever you guys want to put in here, it's up to you. I can go next image. You do not have to have a caption for every single picture. Let's say this picture, I don't want a caption. I can go to the next image instead. You know. Spiral staircase. Obviously, you're going to have better captions than what I'm typing right now, and they're going to be spelled correctly too. But you get the idea. So you can go through and type in a caption for every single picture if you want, or just the ones that you want, just to, you know, showcase what you're trying to communicate to the viewer. Maybe there's something with the lighting or something with the setup. Whatever you want that agent to notice, and they're like, oh yeah, that does look really good. Oh, I'm going to hire Mark to do my photography. Okay. The other thing I want to show you quickly is that you've got these options for fonts. So they're the standard fonts that will show on everybody's computer. That's why they're not necessarily, you know, the most beautiful ones. But if you choose, let's say Verdana, it'll change it right here. You can only have one font for all of your captions, which is probably a better idea for consistency. You're not going to want a different font on every single picture. But you can go through them, whichever one looks best. You know, they just change right here. Let's just go with Verdana because it's a bit bigger and it's nice and clear. Okay, that's all you have to do on this page. Voiceover, we're not doing voiceover. SEO, we don't need to do SEO because these tours are just posted on the Real Tour website. Music selector, I highly recommend you add some music to your portfolio. It's like watching a virtual tour. It just adds a really nice little, I don't know, ambiance to the background. It does make a difference. Oh, just one sec here. I'm always in demand. Okay, so if you want to go through these, if you just click on sample, see, you can listen to little samples of all of them. You guys won't be able to hear this right now because I'm doing this all through a headset, but when you go into your account and click on these, you'll get to hear a little
Do
sample
that
of the music.
Yahoo
Can you
one
hear that?
again.
Can you hear the Yahoo?
I heard it.
Oh,
I heard
yeah,
it.
I know, we communicate with everybody I work with, we communicate through Yahoo Instant Messenger, and that's my little notification is Yahoo. Anyway, it's funny what sound carries through to you guys and what, like you can't hear this
Oh my
music, can
God.
you? You can't hear that, and yet you can hear the
Nope.
Yahoo. That's so weird. Anyway, yeah, sorry. It's just, it's such an
We're
interruption.
good.
But anyway, so yeah, so pick the music you want. All you have to do is tick the one you want. If you don't want music, then just tick no music. But again, you know, watch your portfolio with music and watch it without music. Trust me, everything sounds better with a little bit of music. Okay, so we've picked some music. So basically, we've got our property details we did. We uploaded our pictures. We chose a little bit of branding. We did our captions. We chose music. Now we can view a proof. So take the
Okay, wait,
time.
wait,
Oh,
wait, 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 wait. I want to
hold
go
on.
back one step or two to
Mm-hmm.
create captions.
Okay.
And I have a point to make about this, you guys. So there are things that make you a desirable and a sought after photographer. And those things are going the extra step. This is one of the things that you can do as an extra step that you shouldn't charge your clients for. And it's very easy to do. It doesn't take a lot of time. Create these captions. So these are captions. So if it's the front, you label it the front, you move the pictures of the front into it, you move the pictures of the living room into the living room tab. So these are basically tabs. They're not captions. It really should say tabs. So you're creating tabs. So when the images come up, it'll say front, and then it'll show all of the front images. When it says living room, it'll show all of the living room images. When it says dining room, it'll show all of the dining room images. Do that on all of your tours. Then when people are looking at the virtual tour, they understand what it is that they're looking at. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is an
Yeah.
extra step that will get you extra tours.
Yeah, but that's not for what we're doing now. That's
I
when you
know.
guys
I
start doing your photo shoots, because every photo shoot order gets a free virtual tour. What Mark is
right.
saying, as an extra touch, which is nice for the photographer, you guys can go, or sorry, nice for your client. You guys can go into your client's accounts and into the tours, and you can drag and drop the images into the correct location so that when they see the tour for the first time, everything is going to be all nicely grouped together and in order. So you guys can do that if you want. It's an extra nice thing to do for your clients that will probably keep them coming back. But we can do another session on that kind of stuff later. We only have an
Marketing.
hour. Yeah,
Yep.
yes. We'll do a session on like marketing and stuff. But for today, I just want to focus on you guys making your own portfolios. Okay, so let's say we've done all the stuff we want to do. I'm going to go to view proof. Take a few minutes and proof your portfolio, because if there's a big glaring mistake in there, you're gonna go, oh my God, no wonder they didn't book me. I've got spelling mistakes in my captions. They think I'm a moron, right? So you just click on play the tour, and in a little pop-up window, we get a little mini version of your tour. So this is what it looks like. Here's my headshot, my logo, here's my contact information, here's my showcase image. Now I've got nice background music playing, which you guys probably can't hear, even though you can hear the Yahoo, which is weird. But anyway, so I've got background music playing. Note my little twilight images. Now that HDR, I didn't do any captions for this one. I did one for this one. So this is the title, and then here's the caption text. This one I didn't do any captions. I was lazy when I was training you guys. Okay, I'm going to stop the tour there. Okay, so you just see how it works. It's really just showcasing all of your image and your captions if you want to have those. If you click on property details page, and this is what will show at the very end of the tour. The tour will end with this. So here's a bio, a little bit of bio information about me and my headshot and my logo, that kind of thing. Okay, so when you watch your proof, if you notice that there is a mistake, just close the pop-up window and you're in the back end of the tour still. So you could jump back to manage photos and say, oh, I really should upload those few pictures I have that I was on the fence about. You can upload more pictures. You can jump back to create captions. The new pictures that you've uploaded back here on Assign Photos, those new pictures you uploaded will show up in here. You can drag and drop them over. Let's say you change your mind and you really want the HDR pictures to show first. You move that to the top. Let's say you don't like the title, HDR. You want it to say HDR images instead. You can always come back in here and make whatever edits you want. Play around with it until you get it the way you like it. Create captions if you want to add more caption text. I'm just showing you guys that you can jump in and make changes whenever you want. Okay, so let's say we finish the proof. The next page is virtual tour links. Now we don't have to worry about any of these links because these are for agents when they want to publish their virtual tour and put them on YouTube and put them on, realtor.com and put them on the MLS. All you guys are going to do when you click on virtual tour links, it's going to bring you to this page. You are just going to add this tour to the shopping cart. That is all you have to do. Okay, once it's added to the shopping cart, you're going to let Mark know, Mark, my tour is good to go. It's in the shopping cart. then Mark and I are going to go into your account, and I've got a little button that says push through, my little magic button that I can push through orders without having to pay for them. I will just push through that order. What this means is that now my virtual tour link is live, so I could send that link to somebody if they ever wanted to see my portfolio. I can put it on, set it as your portfolio in your account. If I scroll down through all my listings, here it is right here, Jana's portfolio. Okay, so once it gets live, I can set that portfolio now in your account, and then when agents go in to order a photo shoot, you will be in there in the search results, and you'll have a link to a portfolio that you can watch. So I'm just going to quickly go back and take a quick look again at, now that we've seen the back end, let's take a quick look again at what some of the portfolios. So let's click on Mark's again. Okay, so he chose the black skin. He just has a headshot. He doesn't have a logo. When his tour starts to play, did you notice? On the captions page, I'm going to turn off the music. Instead of having HDR, aerials, twilights, he did one category, one location called Mark Adams Artistry and Impact, and then he added a little caption for each image. You guys can do it the way Mark did it, if that makes more sense to you, if you like the way that looks, or you can do it the way I did it and group your images by aerials, HDR, you know, interior, exterior, whatever you want, and then you can have a little title for each one. So there's different ways of doing it, or I think David Stewart, who is our other super popular photographer, if I click on his portfolio, I don't think he even has captions. I think he's just done straight imagery, super simple. Like, look, it just has his name and a phone number. His is really, you know, straight to it, which appeals to a lot of our agents. I mean, I got to be honest with you. I mean, a lot of them who are in a rush, they're like, yep, looks good. These look good. I'm just going to book them. So that's all he has is just imagery, no captions, nothing. He doesn't even have music. There's not even music playing. So these are entirely up to you guys if you want to do it that way. Okay. And
I would say you want to make your portfolios as exciting as possible.
mm-hmm.
And
I would
I
too.
would also say you would not want to upload a ton of photos.
Yeah, I think
Because,
10 to 15, maybe 10 to 20.
yeah, you don't want to bore them to death.
And like I said, they're not going to go through it. You'll get the odd agent who's really into it, and they might watch, you know, 60 photos, but most of them are not. I'm just going to go in and see this, see how this plays my pano, just so you guys can see how the pano should play. I think I put my pano at the very end, didn't I?
Yes.
So I want to, oh, that was it there. See if I can get it to play properly. Here we go. Oh, and okay, it's going to be really choppy because we're on a webinar, but for me, looking at this right now, it's just spinning around the room really nicely and smoothly. For you guys, it's probably choppy, but that's just because we're on a webinar. So if you do want to upload your panos, they do play like this. Okay. So that's basically it for how to make your own portfolios. They're, you know, it's pretty basics, pretty simple. And also at any time, you guys can come back in and jazz them up. Like if you're just getting started and you just have a handful of pictures you want to use just to get started, that's fine. I mean, once you start booking photo shoots 6 months from now, you can come into your account, under marketing products, click on virtual tours. Your portfolio is going to be over here in the left-hand column because it's published, because it's all been pushed through and paid for. Like here's mine, Jana's portfolio. You can come back at any time, just click on edit tour, and that will bring you right into the back end again. And you might say, all right, those first 10 pictures I used, those were my beginner pictures. I now have 20 awesome pictures. Or I might, you know, maybe I don't have any good twilight pictures, but 6 months from now, I did a couple twilight shoots that are awesome. I'm going to upload 5 twilight shoots in here, or twilight pictures in here. I'm going to jump to captions. I'm going to create a new category called, you know, twilights. I'm going to drag and drop my pictures over, add captions, and that's all you have to do. If you ever make edits to your tour, it doesn't have to be sent to the shopping cart or pushed through again. Every edit you make is immediately saved and it immediately becomes part of your tour. So the next time someone clicks on the link, they're always going to see the most recent version of your tour, of your portfolio. So you don't have to worry about saving and posting and all that other stuff. It's just automatic. So that's
And
kind of
that
the,
also
yeah, that's
that
kind of the,
also includes like adding a drone or, what other
hmm
services you add as you go along.
hmm Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. So you guys can always come in and update them and change your imagery. I mean, who knows? Whatever you want to do. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. And the sooner you guys get your account set up and the sooner you get a portfolio going, the sooner you will be live on our site and then people can start booking you. So I don't know if anybody has any questions. As we said at the beginning, this is all being recorded. And if for some reason we're having technical difficulties, we have another recording of another session, which is the exact same session I just did for you guys. Either way, Mark will send you guys a link to watch this again on YouTube, and then you can pause it if you need to, and you know, set up your portfolio. Yeah. Okay, that's all I have. Mark, I don't know if you have anything to add or if anybody has any questions. Now is the time. We still have
Isis,
15
you
minutes.
jumped in late. Are you still there?
Yeah, no, I think whatever I missed, I already figured out how to get into the virtual tour part and how to get it started, so I have it figured out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and once you do
Yeah.
them, they're really easy. Like it's once you get the hang of it, it's super easy. It's like Mark was
It's
saying earlier, if you want to offer some extra stuff to your clients, you can jazz up their virtual tours too. Once you get the hang of this, it's easy to use.
Stephen, how you doing?
Well, I'm thinking I don't have a file system to do a virtual tour to put it up there. I mean, I didn't do a panorama of anything I've shot so far.
Well, you don't
Well,
need panos. Not everybody does
you don't.
panos.
Yeah, and you don't even have to offer them.
No.
Okay.
I think, Mark,
Okay.
weren't you saying that a lot of people aren't even ordering panos anymore? It's
Yeah,
all, yeah, a
yeah.
lot of people aren't even ordering panos. So you do not have to offer everything. Like lots of people they don't do aerials. If you just do, HDR pictures and twilight shoots, whatever you offer, that's what you offer. Not
Okay.
everybody's different.
And then when you upload a panorama, it's already stitched. You just upload the stitched rectangle.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
to stitch it though.
yeah, you,
Okay. All
you
right.
upload the finished pano. I'll just show you back here. If I go into Manage Photos, I have to click on the Panos tab. And then I uploaded a picture. See how this pano is already stitched together?
Okay.
And because it's already stitched
All right.
together and it's good to go, I'm going to leave the default width is 360, which means it's going to show it's going to do the full 360 spin, so you get the full 360 view of the room. So yeah, as long as it's stitched
So,
together and it's good to go, you just upload it
so
as.
Okay.
and if you didn't do a 360, make sure you set it to whatever degree you did. So if you did a left to right
Mhm.
of a room and it was only 180 degrees, then set it to 180,
Okay.
Yeah, you just do
right?
that right in here.
She can't see, she's calling in.
Oh,
No, no, I have it. I have it on the computer.
oh yeah,
Oh,
she
okay.
has web right
No,
here.
yeah,
There you
I have the
go.
computer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I
okay.
was late because I couldn't. I had to turn the internet on. My internet wasn't turned on, and that's why I was late. But it's up and running now.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what these sessions are like without visual. It'd be like, what are they talking about? It'd be totally confusing. But yeah, so that's how you can do
Awesome.
panos. Yeah, so super easy, guys.
So we're hired and by the real estate agents, correct?
Yes.
And
Yes.
they take care of access issues or with
Yes,
me.
they'll tell you how to get into the property. They'll either meet you or they'll give you a combination lockbox code or
Steven's new. Why don't I quickly show Steven, since we still have 15 minutes, I'm going to quickly show Steve how our agents order a photo shoot. It's super fast. So let's
Okay.
say I'm a real estate agent and I just got a new listing and I'm all excited about it. I come in, I log into my account, under marketing products, I click on photo shoots, okay? I just got a brand new listing. So I click on create listing. This is the same page that I showed you guys that you have to do your portfolios. Now I'm not going to fill in all the information. I'm on my way out the door. Whoops. to a meeting, so I just want to quickly, you know, book this photo shoot. So all I have to do is type in the address, and I'm using Austin right now. It's my go-to for testing. Okay, so I filled in the address of the listing, the new listing I just got. Then I hit continue. The next page is going to show me the available photographers who service that zip code.
Okay.
Right there. So for this zip code, for this address I just created, I've got 4 photographers to choose from. And here are their calendars, right? Here's their pricing. So I can click on the pricing and go, oh, these are the packages he offers. This is how much he charges for them. Everybody has this, okay? Okay, Paul has to run. Bye, Paul.
Bye. You all take care. I'll talk to
Bye,
you.
Paul.
Bye. Okay, so
Bye-bye.
let's
Mark, I'll
say,
give you a call later.
okay, okay, so
Hello.
let's just say, just quickly,
I'll
let's
be
say,
here.
Okay. Bye-bye.
let's say
Sorry, Jake.
no worries, no worries. Let's say I'm going to go with David, right? And here, and I want to book this for next Saturday. So David's the guy I like. I watched his portfolio. I like his pricing and his packages, and he's open next Saturday. So I click on that. Next up, I actually just, you know, before I was just looking at the packages and pricing. Now I'm actually going to choose one. Let's say I want, you know, a deluxe package right here, 165 bucks. Then I just hit continue. I go to the next page. On this page, this is where I'm going to give David instructions on how he accesses the property. So I either have a lockbox with a code, or David is going to meet me at the property, and this is auto-populated with my phone number and stuff, or the owner is home, and I'll type in the owner's name and number. So let's just say David's going to meet me at the property. I hit add to shopping cart, and that is it. Now the order's in my shopping cart. Once I pay for it, the photo shoot is officially booked, and David will get an email from Realtor saying, hey, you just got a photo shoot booked from Jana. Here's the listing. This was the package she wanted, blah, blah, blah. And then David can go into his account, and I will quickly show you David's account. Because Stephen, you didn't do the first training, right? So this is all
No.
totally, okay, this is probably why it all looks so like, what?
And I sent you the link. I sent you the link with the good
The good audio,
the good audio.
the actual
It looked
audio.
like it looked like it was 2 hours, so I
It's
figured I'd do
long.
this one.
Yeah, well, the first part of it is really just the training, and then we opened the field up to tons of questions, and people just started chatting. So it's probably
And it was
only an
and
hour.
there were
Okay.
really good questions.
There were, yes. Plus, you can fast forward it because it's YouTube, so you can just skip the stuff you don't want to see. But let's say, so for David, so let's say once someone starts booking photo shoots from you, when you log into your account, you click on Shoot Manager, and you open it up, and these are all your shoots. So these are the shoots that David has booked for today. If I click on the shoot, here's all the details of the shoot. So Alicia just booked a shoot. This was the property. She wanted the deluxe package stills. She wants David to contact her. That's her number. She's going to send him a CBS code. There's her contact info, so on and so forth. Okay? So when the agent books the shoot in their Realtor account, they pay for it on the Realtor website. The money goes to you immediately through PayPal, so you get paid right away. You get the order. It goes into your shoot calendar right here. You can see it's in his calendar, so on and so forth. You take the pictures. When you're done taking the pictures, you click on Manage Photos and you upload. Now this is for today, so it's not done yet because he hasn't done the shoot yet. You click on Upload Images. Let's say these are your images that you have saved on your computer. You upload them all into Alicia's account and you hit, once I've uploaded them, there'll be a new button that says Publish Virtual Tour. You click on that and it creates a virtual tour for Alicia. And that's how the pictures get from you into Alicia's account, and it makes a free virtual tour for her because that's a little extra that we throw in just as an extra incentive so that our agents will order professional photo shoots. They all get a free platinum virtual tour. So that's
Okay.
how it all happens in the back end. So you don't have to worry about sending your clients a link to Dropbox or sending them a zipped file, which they, trust me, do not have any idea how to unzip. We've been through the whole process, which is why we've created the back end the way we have so that our agents don't have to worry about unzipping and going to Dropbox, and you guys don't have to deal with them. You just upload it into your account. It goes right to their account. The tour is created. It is so easy. Super easy, super streamlined.
Okay.
And yeah, and this will all, if you watch the YouTube thing of the full training session, it will make a lot more sense. But yeah. That's how it's all set up. The owner of the company of Realtour, Michael Landon, he used to be a professional real estate photographer. So a lot of our system is all set up based on, like, he knows exactly what you guys are going through when you're out there doing your photo shoots. So we've tried to make all the software super user friendly for you guys and for our clients. And it's easier for us. We don't have to deal with support issues all day long, people not knowing how to do stuff. So that's why we've done it like this.
Hello, Carlo.
Nope, he's late.
Can
Carlo,
you hear me? Oh,
he has no mic.
he-
He has no mic. It's over,
Hmm.
Carlo. We're
Oh,
now
wow.
done. But that's okay. We've recorded this. So if you can hear me, this is all being recorded and hopefully it works. And Mark's going to send you guys a link so you can watch it. But that's it. That's how you create an exciting little portfolio that can go on our site so people can get a sample of your pictures and book you for shoots.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So if we don't have any more questions, let's sign off. We kept this at under an hour, which is great. And then Mark will be in touch with next steps.
Okay,
So-
and once we create the portfolio, then we just email Mark and let him know that it's done.
Yep,
Yes.
exactly. And then Mark and I look after getting it live, and we'll look after putting it as setting it as your portfolio on the Realtor site. We'll look after
And
that part
just
of it.
and just so you guys know, I'm your guy. So
Yeah.
whatever questions you have, get a hold of me, okay?
Okay.
I'm your guy.
Mark's the guy. I'm the trainer. Mark's the guy.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
All right.
You'll do, Mark. You'll do.
I'm sure.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for
Okay.
showing up, Carlo. And if you need me, I'm here all the time, except for when I'm floating or not floating down a river.
Not till July. He's
Not till July.
out of the bush for the month of June, but come July we might lose him to the river. To the part. It sounds like the partying in the campground is what we might lose you to.
All right. Have a good one.
Okay, bye everybody.
All right. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.